Hello and welcome to a day in the life baking holiday treats. Today I'll be making 3 recipes to share with my family over the holidays. It's been 3 years since I've been able to celebrate the holidays at home, so I'm very excited to get in the spirit this year. I'm not an experienced baker, so if I can get through this video, so can you. First up, we have gingerbread cookies. Get a large bowl and whisk together flour, baking soda, salt, ginger, cinnamon, allspice, and cloves. Whisk that all together until it's combined and set aside for later. In another bowl, use a paddle attachment to beat the butter until it's smooth and creamy. Then you're going to add brown sugar and molasses. This part can get kind of messy. As you can see, I was struggling a little bit. Beat that on medium speed until it's smooth and creamy like that. Next, we're gonna add 1 egg and the vanilla, and then we're gonna mix it again. Next, we're gonna add the dry ingredients that we already made, and again, mix everything until it's well combined. Let me know in the comments if you think this looks like chicken tenders, but it should look something like this. Now divide the dough in half and make 2 discs out of it. You'll wrap those in plastic wrap and put them in the fridge for about 3 hours. While we wait for that to chill, we'll move on to sugar cookies. In a large bowl, add the sugar and the butter and mix it up. Next, add vanilla and 1 egg and mix again. In another bowl, whisk together the flour, baking powder, and salt. Now you can go ahead and add the dry ingredients to the wet mixture and stir everything. Ooh. Make sure your mixer is on tight. This one looks like mashed potatoes, but it's done when it looks like this. So same as the gingerbread, we're gonna divide the dough into 2, make discs, wrap them in plastic, and put them in the fridge for 2 to 3 hours. This last recipe is red velvet cupcakes. It is a secret family recipe, so I'm not gonna show you the ingredients, but I will show you some of the process and how I decorated them. Line your cupcake tray with liners. Here, I'm just scooping the batter in. Oh, if you mess up, don't worry. You can just go back and clean it up later. And now we're gonna put them in the oven to bake. Here's what they look like fresh out of the oven. While those cool off, we'll head back to the first recipe and roll out the gingerbread dough that was cooling. It's kind of hard to roll at first, but as it warms up, it'll get easier. Don't come at me for rolling like this. The handles of my rolling pin are basically falling off at this point. Cut out your little gingerbread people and put them on a parchment-lined baking sheet. Bake them at 350 for about 9 to 11 minutes, just depending on how crunchy or soft you want them. While those were baking, I went back and repeated the same steps for the sugar cookies. I was getting tired, so I went in with the double cookie cutters. And then I wanted them to look pretty, so I sprinkled them with some icing sugar, which turned out to be a complete waste of time because they looked like this coming out of the oven. I baked them at 350 for 8 to 10 minutes. Now that the cupcakes are nice and cool, I'm going back to decorate. I don't really know what I'm doing, honestly, just this little spiral, and that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. The first 2 recipes are linked below in the description. They may not be Pinterest perfect, but I can confirm everything was edible. Thanks for watching and happy holidays.